Hey everybody, I'm Corey, and I want to talk about Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Um, Today I want to talk about another of their key unique features, their acclimation system. Um, so yeah, I'll just read it here. Gain entry into harsh climates to conquer even greater challenges by way of a robust acclimation system. Now, from my understanding, from what I've heard, this is also going to be one of those like really interesting and cool features, right? Like it's one of their key unique features. So I guess we'll start off with climates. I want to talk about climates a little bit because it goes back into that feeling like the developers of Pantheon are invested in creating this world rather than just a game, right? Which I love because having things like these harsh climates they're talking about, um, just different areas of the world that have different climates that like some might be like really hot, like if you're in an area with a volcano it might be like super hot, or in a desert or something, or you're up in the mountains and it's like super cold, it's just freezing, right? And just having that is cool. But from what I understand, what they're doing is they're going even deeper than that, and there's going to be different tiers of climates. um, So you might like go into this area, like let's say you go into this like ice cave, right? And at the beginning it might be like you can it's like cold, but it's not like freezing and you're not dying from it or whatever. And but as you explore and as you get deeper, you're going down or through or whatever or up, which I just love how there's verticality and different gameplay or whatever. But as you get deeper and it starts getting colder and colder, and you get into these different tiers and it gets harsher, and it's just like, and until eventually maybe, I don't know how it's going to be, but maybe you get to the point where it's like so cold that like your character is literally freezing and you can't do anything or something. And you realize like, okay, I've got to get out of here. Like I can't keep going forward right now because I don't have the tools right now to keep exploring, right? Which is where their acclimation system comes in. And my understanding from acclimation system is I think it's kind of going to be like well, I just love that it's like another way to progress your character, which is really cool how they're interweaving um not only character progression into these systems, but also just world progression. But with their acclimation system, it's like, from my understanding, is that it's going to be, you kind of can get these glyphs that you can equip to different like area, like you can equip a glyph like on your helmet or on your chest piece or something, and they might help you, get further into these areas. So I just think that the way that they're interweaving character progression and not just neglecting like also progression of the world, of like, it just adds that sense of, it adds to that sense of like grandeur, of like that idea of like seeing somewhere and knowing you can go there, but maybe just not right now. That really opens up the world and makes it feel big, right? Which I think that's really cool. Like if you're exploring an area and you're like, oh man, I need I need more gear. Different I need to progress a little further before I can actually go into these areas, is just, it's really cool. And it's cool that they can use the the climates to, I guess, how do I want to say this? It's like what I was saying before with like world progression, like they can use the climates to kind of like block off areas until you progress and you're ready to go into them. So they could have like let's go back to the island volcano idea. You're on the island volcano and you're going in, and there might be a dungeon or something in the volcano, but you can't really explore it until you're acclimated, or maybe you have the right glyphs so that like you're not so hot that your skin is melting off or something, right? So that you can actually get in there and play and just open up new avenues and new areas that you previously couldn't go before. I think just goes a long way to not only making you want to explore these areas and wanting to progress your character to be able to explore those areas that you see but you can't get to. I love that idea. Like, because in a lot of games, there's a lot of areas in a lot of other MMOs where you can see them, and but they just end up you just end up not being able to go there. And I think with like the climbing system and the perception system of how like it wants you to explore, I believe the developers want you to be able to actually like almost be like, hey, if you can see it, you can kind of go over there and find little nuggets of adventure, right? Just like I think it just goes a long way. Having climates, different tiers of climates, where the more you progress your character, the further you can progress in the world, and vice versa. And because the further you get in the world, maybe you can start fighting monsters that drop better gear, and then you can go and do other things and go to other places. And I just, I really like, I really like that idea that they're paying attention to the world of the game, right? And to character progression. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing that I like about games in general, is like having my character and starting off like bare bones, so like with nothing, and then over time like progressing my skills and getting my character leveled up in more abilities, finding more abilities, and all that stuff. But I know that kind of goes away from what I was talking about with climates and acclimation, but I think that it's all interwoven, and I really like the way they're going about this. There's a couple other things I want to talk about too later on, but those are probably going to be different videos. But anyway, yeah, that's just kind of like my thoughts on the acclimation system and harsh climates. Like I just love that the attention they're putting into this game, and then into the world and the progression of the world and the character. And yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.